championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite Eight, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
It's the final countdown.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
Do you want more recognition for your team?
Who should I ask if I have any problems? How can I share my ideas?
How can you get involved and make it yours? Joining Student Athlete Advisory Committee allows your voice to be heard.
The mission of SAC is to enhance the total student athlete experience by promoting opportunity, protecting welfare, and fostering a positive image. Who is SAC?
SAC members are student athletes supporting other student athletes. SAC members vote on rules, partner with great organizations such as Make-A-Wish and Team Impact, and build pride on campus and in the community.
There are 3 different levels of SAC to get involved in. At the campus level, there are 307 Division II institutions that sponsor SAC. Each campus SAC is led by an athletic administrator and a committee made up of student athletes from a variety of athletic teams.
There are 24 Division II conferences, each with their own conference SAC. The representatives share best practices, success stories, and new ideas that can be brought back to each campus SAC.
The National SAC is made up of 1 student athlete from each of the 24 Division II conferences. These student athletes are your voice and are charged with the responsibility of relaying the overall student athlete voice for the division.
Your voice has value.
Get involved.
Take ownership in your experience.
Leave a legacy.
Make it yours!
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks. Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
It's on us to stop sexual assault
in any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
to stand up.
To make our community safe for all. It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
to step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us,
to stop sexual assault. Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Heartland Conference. Get in the game. Heartland Conference. Get in the game.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships, March 21st, 22nd, and 24th at Alumni Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
Sportsmanship is defined as the conduct and attitude of participants in sports, especially when considered commendable, as in fair play, courtesy, and grace in winning or losing.
Sportsmanship is a key value found within St. Edward's University Athletic.
How do you play?
Fairness.
Honesty.
Respect.
Playing sports gives us
Character.
Friendship.
Strength. Respect the players.
Respect the coaches.
Respect the officials.
respect the game.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are St. Edward's University.
We respect the game. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
At Rogers State University, we keep things personal.
It all starts here.
We make sure our graduates get the most out of their education.
RSU has campuses in Claremore, Bartlesville, and Pryor, with on-campus housing and a wide variety of programs to suit your needs.
It all starts here.
Rogers State University.
I knew I would earn my degree from a great school. But I never imagined this experience. It's changed the way I think about my future and transformed how I see my world.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
At Newman University, you'll receive more than just a degree. You'll receive a degree of merit, a degree of character, a degree of difference. Learn more at newmanu.edu.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
We open our arms to students from around the corner and from around the world.
No matter where we're from, all Dust Devil student athletes play for the love of our sport, the love of our team, and the love of our university. If you can play here, you can play.
If you can play,
You can play. Om du kan spela, så kan du spela.
Si můžeš hrát, můžeš hrát.
Si puedes jugar, puedes jugar.
If you can play, you can play.
I came here to get my degree at a great school. Along the way, I worked at an orphanage in India and taught school in Peru. It's changed how I look at the world and how I see my future.
Newman University in Wichita. Newman is a family that comes together to excel in the classroom and on the field. As the only private NCAA Division II university in Kansas, our student athletes are uniquely prepared for success beyond college. Newman University, empowering graduates to transform society.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
He is the God who sees me. He knows who I am becoming and who I will one day be. The kingdom of God. This is no small stake. With all my heart, mind, and strength, I will answer the call.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
This is the you that goes beyond a bachelor's degree. This is the International You, Texas A&M International University. Learn how to take your talents further at tammyu.edu.
Whoever you are, whoever you want to be, find your future with us. We are UAFS.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
Do you want more recognition for your team?
Who should I ask if I have any problems? How can I share my ideas?
How can you get involved and make it yours? Joining Student Athlete Advisory Committee allows your voice to be heard.
The mission of SAC is to enhance the total student athlete experience by promoting opportunity, protecting welfare, and fostering a positive image. Who is SAC?
SAC members are student athletes supporting other student athletes. SAC members vote on rules, partner with great organizations such as Make-A-Wish and Team Impact, and build pride on campus and in the community.
There are 3 different levels of SAC to get involved in. At the campus level, there are 307 Division II institutions that sponsor SAC. Each campus SAC is led by an athletic administrator and a committee made up of student athletes from a variety of athletic teams.
There are 24 Division II conferences, each with their own conference SAC. The representatives share best practices, success stories, and new ideas that can be brought back to each campus SAC.
The National SAC is made up of 1 student athlete from each of the 24 Division II conferences. These student athletes are your voice and are charged with the responsibility of relaying the overall student athlete voice for the division.
Your voice has value.
Get involved.
Take ownership in your experience.
Leave a legacy.
Make it yours!
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks.
Genders don't play sports, athletes do.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
in any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all. It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Heartland Conference. Get in the game. Heartland Conference. Get in the game.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships, March 21st, 22nd, and 24th at Alumni Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
Sportsmanship is defined as the conduct and attitude of participants in sports, especially when considered commendable, as in fair play, courtesy, and grace in winning or losing.
Sportsmanship is a key value found within St. Edward's University Athletic.
How do you play?
Fairness.
Honesty.
Respect.
Playing sports gives us
Character.
Friendship.
Strength. Respect the players.
Respect the coaches.
Respect the officials.
respect the game.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are St. Edward's University.
We respect the game. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
Welcome back inside the Union Multi-Purpose Activity Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the site of the 15th annual Heartland Conference Tournament. 2 women's games down today, 2 more to go as we turn our attention to the men's side. Coming up next, it'll be the number 1 seed against the number 5 seed, Dallas Baptist University against Lubbock Christian, coming up next on the Heartland Conference Sports Network. Welcome back inside the UMAC here in Tulsa. Corey Riggs, Drew Brent, our sideline reporter Jose Harbor, and our entire JBM production team. Glad you could join us for the next 2 games as we turn our attention to the men's bracket. Drew, we've got a 1-5 matchup and a 7-3 matchup. It was all chalk on the women's side of the bracket. Not really the case on the men's side.
Absolutely not. You know, we expected that Dallas Baptist, the 1 seed, would go ahead and take care of business. But wow, Lubbock Christian putting it to Rogers State yesterday in a highly contested ball game. And you know, you have to give it up for these Lubbock Christian chaparrals, playing smart, playing heady. How about the play of Marco Schuster yesterday? You can call him the fancy footwork mechanism, if you will. I don't know what you'd call him because there's nothing even to say about it. I'm just saying this tonight. Dallas Baptist had better be on their A game or Lubbock Christian could be looking to score the upset.
Dallas Baptist, a very professional, workmanlike effort as they got an 82-67 win over the number 8 seed at Newman Jets. Then you see Lubbock Christian in the 4-5 matchup. Lubbock Christian able to upset the higher seed Rogers State from just down the road in Claremore, Oklahoma. They were able to get the 84-69 victory. You see the rest of the bracket beneath it. That's what we've got coming up next. After this one, St. Mary's and the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. Last year, the championship was won by Dallas Baptist over the Lions of the University of Arkansas Fort Smith, 95-87. In this one tonight, these are 2 schools, Drew, that have a lot of history together. Dallas Baptist University holds a 25-18 series record over the Chaparrals, but in the last 8, it's LCU that's won 5 versus 3 losses against the Patriots since joining the Heartland Conference.
And in December and January, you know, they really had their number. Lubbock Christian able to knock off Dallas Baptist 65-58 on December the 17th, and again on January 28th, 79-72. History may repeat itself here tonight.
Casey Ely, Steve Hyman, Eugene Jackson, the men in stripes for this 1 versus 5 matchup. The toss is up, controlled by the Patriots. Dallas Baptist University wearing the home whites to start this contest. The freshman of the year, Julian Miranda, showing you a little something as he knocks down the opening trifecta.
He is so dangerous from the perimeter. When you give him a wide open look like that, be expecting some fireworks because he can knock down the tray ball.
LCU wearing the road blues, blue tops, blue bottoms, white numbers. White LCU on the front. They're going to go to the super sophomore looking for the answer. His first shot of the night will not go. That's Brennan Fowler. Over 230 rebounds now after a monster night in their quarterfinal win.
Brennan Fowler can play all over the court. We saw him move up and down last night as well.
Wow, what an athletic move that time. DBU's Xavier Ledette, the X-Man, getting 2 points.
You can call him Professor as well because he took Lubbock Christian to school on that one. Professor Xavier.
Yes, sir. Marcus Arrington. Well, that new X-Men movie, the new Logan movie premiered this weekend, so it's timely. Drive, shot up, no good. Rebound fought for, knocked down, and Julian Miranda comes away with it. The Patriots want to run. Already out on a 5-0 run. Miss off the window. Burke with it, the shot back up and in. Patrick Burke, all-conference first teamer with the offensive board and the putback.
All of a sudden, you look down at the scoreboard, it's 7-0. Dallas Baptist has gone on quite the run. LCU needs to answer and answer quickly.
Marco Schuster has it in front of the DBU bench. They'll reverse the ball all the way around to the far corner. Look at this. Tyler Rogers trying to go between 2 Patriots, but he has fouled.
You see that he got dinged up a little bit underneath and drew the foul.
Not a shooting foul, the first foul against DBU. They did call that one against number 5, Julian Miranda. So the freshman guard picks up his first personal, the first foul for either team, as we're just 2 minutes into this semifinal contest. Schuster for 3, goes halfway down the cylinder and pops back out into the hands of Miles Johnson. Johnson, a COSIDA academic all-district standout. Now he's gonna show you a little bit of his game, but that one's short, rebound controlled by Fowler. Arrington works off a Fowler screen, the dish to the far side, the 3 on the way, and it snaps the net. Riddell Holman. Drell Holman, his first make of the game, and it's 7-3. So the Chaparrals off the schneid here, but still looking up at the Patriots. Miranda tries to take his man off the dribble. Baseline, kick out for a 3. That one's short, rebound controlled by Fowler.
Brennan Fowler has been a beast for this team in conference play, especially in conference tournament play. I'll be interested to see the matchup between he and Patrick Burke tonight.
Should be a good one, a couple of great forwards. Fowler calls for it now, tries to get under his man, his shot up no good. There is a tip in, Tyler Rogers rises above the crowd. Dallas Baptist now sees their lead erode down to 2. There's an up and under move. Carter Brown gets his first 2 of the night. Let's go for the first time tonight to our third man of the broadcast team, Jose Harbor.
Thanks, guys. I was talking to Coach Flickner of Dallas Baptist before the game. He wanted to focus on Tyler Rogers, of course. He said he's probably the most athletic player in the league. He can play almost any position on the floor. And he told me a little interesting tidbit. He wanted to make sure his players did not fall for LCU's shot fake. He said all of the players have a really good shot fake they've been studying on film. So let's keep an eye out for that.
We will do just that, Jose. A big stop here. Schuster, the run out. Burke swats at him. It falls anyway. Patrick Burke, the foul. Schuster, the sweet move and 1.
And he was able to get up and underneath, and that takes a lot of skill. Take a look at him right here, able to beat the big man and put up the layup.
Marco Schuster trying to bring LCU back in this when they trail the Patriots of Dallas Baptist 9-7 at our first time out.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
Dallas Baptist University Patriot cheerleaders on hand here in Tulsa to watch their team take on Lubbock Christian. 9-7 the Patriots lead, but Marco Schuster on a drive and a make now tries to complete the three-point play and does. Schuster at the free throw line, drops it, and it's a 1-point game, 9-8. Patriots with the ball, the 1-point lead, and a little miscommunication, Drew, as that time flying into the lane was Xavier Ledette, but that's not where the pass went.
No, not at all. You know, you look down and all of a sudden it's a 9-7 ball game. It was a 7-0 ball game just a few moments ago. A 7-2 run here in favor of LCU, and miscommunications like that will get this ball game tied up.
They may take the lead on this possession here. Workman into the game, along with Cardona. This is Riddell Holman. Holman Thinks about it, pulls the ball back out here. 5 on the shot clock. He'll have to move quickly. Rises and fires too strong. He and Burke do battle for the rebound, and it's a tie-up. Jump ball possession arrow will keep the ball on Lubbock Christian's end as you get a good look at head coach Blake Flickner, year 12, the conference coach of the year in the Heartland Conference, and there's a good battle between 14 and 24.
Oh, just look at Holman and Burke that time tying it up, a battle of the big men. It's going to be a physical game, particularly on the inside.
Rodrell Holman, the inbounds. Workman brings it back out between the rings, and this is Marco Schuster. Rogers loses it. Tight defense by Ledette on the far side. Shot clock down to 15 now. Rogers creates off the dribble, finds Cardona. Workman, bump, shot, won't go. Rebound for Ledette.
Just a one-point ball game here. You would think that Dallas Baptist is going to try to reestablish their momentum, go on another run.
Shaps were looking for a whistle on the contact that time that would not come. Julian Miranda gives way to Carter Brown. Brown's got 2 points in this one. Now he's got an assist because he found a wide open Patrick Burke.
It's really hard to leave Patrick Burke wide open. He's 6'7". You don't want to leave that man open underneath because he's going to make the play, put it up against the glass and drop the bucket.
6'7". He was the tournament MVP a year ago when Dallas Baptist won their first Heartland Conference tournament. But you can't lose Rodrell Holman either. Holman, an all-conference honorable mention, spins to the rim and scores. It's 11-10.
No slouch himself, 6'4", 184 pounds out of Amarillo. And once again, don't leave these big guys uncovered.
Every player for Lubbock Christian is from the state of Texas, except for Marcus Arrington. And now Miles Johnson goes to three-point land again. It's a 4-point game. Johnson now out defensively on Workman. Continue to work the ball away from the paint, then they attack inside. Schuster finds Isaac Cardona for his first 2. The 270-pound post from Port Lavaca, Texas. Miranda stops and starts his dribble, and they pull it back out. 15 seconds to shoot now. We've played almost 7 minutes here in the first half. Miranda finds Burke. Burke finds a foul, and he'll find his way to the free throw line next.
You can hear Coach Flickner over here right by us saying keep moving the ball. And you know, one of the things that this team has done so well, particularly in this tournament, we saw it on that possession right there, is move the basketball around. Good, sharp passing, opening up the lanes and finding opportunities. When you find those opportunities, you got to finish.
Patrick Burke, 19 points, 9 rebounds in the win over Newman back on March 2nd. He was 5 of 6 at the free throw line that night. Not off to quite the same start here. A miss in his first attempt at the charity stripe. Burke 0 for 1, now 1 for 2. He also had an assist, those 9 rebounds. He led his team in scoring. He was one of 4 Patriots that tallied double-figure scoring in that quarterfinal win against the Jets. 3-point game now, and number 3, Marcus Arrington picks up his dribble. Comes back to Arrington. 12 seconds on the shot clock now. Cardona way away from where he is comfortable having the ball. Rogers now head fake the shot, leaves it on the front iron, no, and there's what Jose was talking about. DBU not wanting to bite on those head fakes like that one from Tyler Rogers.
Not at all, because here's what happens. It creates the separation that you need for the clear shot. You just got to finish those plays when you have them. It's all about finishing.
Miss that time by JT Harris, who just checked into the game. Rodrell Holman brings it back down for the Shaps. A 3 would tie it here, or 2 will make it a 1-point affair. Back into the hands of Rogers. Cardona tries to drive inside out for 3. You betcha, Marcus Arrington.
Marcus Arrington from Carlsbad, New Mexico made that downtown shot look easy when he put up that tray ball. Good form, good gooseneck, and the answer.
They go back down low to Harris, do the Patriots. Skip pass all the way across the floor to Amari Bryant. And with 12 seconds, DBU resets the offense. It's a clear out for Boy Von Vliet outside. The three-pointer will not hit the target for Bryant. And then we have a foul here with 11:31 to play. The foul goes against number 20. That is Xavier Ledette, and that will take us to a timeout. We've got a good one here. 15 for Dallas Baptist University, 15 for Lubbock Christian. More after this on the Heartland Conference Sports Network.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
The Chaparrals started in a 7-0 hole to start this contest, and they have clawed their way back to a tie ball game here at 11:31 to play in the first half. Dallas Baptist University and Lubbock Christian playing here in this Heartland Conference Tournament semifinal matchup later tonight at 7:30. The number 7 seed St. Mary's will take on the 3 seed, the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. The Chaps a chance to shoot for the lead, but they throw it out of bounds. Who touched it last? It was Lubbock Christian. Shooting numbers fairly similar, 6 of 15 for Lubbock Christian, a more economical 6 of 11 for Dallas Baptist University. Both teams with 2 made three-pointers already in this one. Miranda sends it around to another Patriot guard, and it comes back to him. Miranda crosses his man over, lets it go from long range, no good. Rebound grab by Jaqueline Gilbreth. Didn't see much of Gilbreth in the quarterfinal matchup, an early entry into tonight's contest. Rogers calls for it, now he gets it. He fronts up against Pratt, shoots right over him, Drew.
Just an absolutely incredibly athletic play. When you just have a hand in your face like that or a man in your face like that, you're able to make that shot. That creates momentum.
Jose Harbor was able to work his way to both benches during the timeout. Jose, what did you hear from these two coaches?
Thanks, guys. Coach Flickner was telling his guys, look, we got to be all in for the rebound. Everyone has to crash the boards. For LCU, Coach was telling them we need to switch everything. Doesn't matter who's playing what, we just got to switch. Guys?
Wanting to chase on that man-to-man defense and not lose anybody on a screen. You know, Drew, I look at the stat monitor here, and Dallas Baptist University preaching rebounds. They're already only being out-rebounded 3. It's a 9-6 difference right now.
Yeah, but those rebounds are so pivotal because they are the rebounds that can create second chance points inside the paint. They're the rebounds that can create the opportunities to score. You know, when people start talking about boards and getting them off the window, you're actually talking about creating possessions. So when you start talking about rebounds, they're not a small part of the game. That's why Coach Flickner is insistent about everyone crashing the boards. That's another possession conceivably that you could have.
See how the Chaps offense changes now. Instead of the focus being on Tyler Rogers, Brennan Fowler back into the game, the big man calling for it down low, turns, shoots, and scores over the defender that time, JT Harris. It was a 12-on-12 matchup there, both 12s for the opposite numbers, and Brendan Fowler got the better of his counterpart.
And take a look at this, LCU up by 2.
Brendan Fowler checks into the game, and it's the first lead of the evening for Lubbock Christian. Spin move, Arrington out of control. The DBU bench wants a charge. That will not be the case. Amari Bryant hits the brakes here. Miranda operating in space, goes underneath the big man, and it's partially blocked into the hands of Tyler Rogers. Rogers, the all-conference second teamer, a senior, brings it back up and hands off to Gilbreth. Rogers finds it now, the feed to the sophomore. Soft touch with the right hand, and he sends it through. Brendan Fowler now with 4 points, both of them coming in the last 60 seconds.
And he's such a threat up and down the floor.
What a bullet pass from the high post down low. A miss, a second chance, no, but a fantastic pass from JT Harris. Jordan Pratt just couldn't seal the deal.
And you've got to finish those open looks like that, especially in a game that's this close. If you want to have an opportunity to stay in this one, you have a wide open look like that, you've got to take it.
Ball gets around to Marco Schuster, the Lubbock, Texas product, and now the drive, the shot swatted out of the air by JT Harris. That's a big block for the Pats. Boy, Von Vliet sees it stop on the rim and it won't go. Miranda nearly takes it away from Marcus Arrington. But LCU able to dodge a bullet here. They've got the biggest lead they've had so far in this one now, extending it to 4 points.
Arrington was assaulted. He had 3 guys on him, still able to break that triple team and maintain possession.
Bad pass that time, too tall for all of 6'7" Brendan Fowler. Patriots bring it the other way. They go inside and bring it back out. Harris drives, uses the window, and one for JT Harris.
And when you're driving the paint like that, that's exactly the kind of thing you want to see. When you're driving the window, you put that shot up, you draw the contact, you have the opportunity to get one more. Take a look at it again.
JT Harris will shoot the and one when we come back, trying to make it a 1-point game, but right now it's 21-19 LCU.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
Dallas Baptist got out to the early lead in this one. Now they're having to climb their way back into it as they're looking up at the Lubbock Christian University Chaparrals here in this semifinal matchup, the 1-5 matchup here in the 2017 installment of the Heartland Conference Men's Basketball Championships. This is JT Harris trying to convert the three-point play. An athletic move down the lane, able to use the backboard. Get the 2, now he's got 3 after the free throw, and Patrick Burke will come back into the contest.
You look up and down the scoring for Dallas Baptist. Miles Johnson 3, Carter Brown 2, Julian Miranda 3, JT Harris 5, Patrick Burke 5. There's a lot of scoring from a lot of different guys, and when you have that many weapons, it makes it much harder to defend.
Right now it's the Patriots on the defensive end. Tyler Rogers trying to go around Ledette. He misses. Ledette, boy, he climbed the ladder for that rebound. It looks to me like Xavier Ledette can just jump out of the gym if he wants to. Double team comes to Burke. Kick out to Johnson for 3. Money. Miles Johnson.
Unbelievable three-point shooter, I should say, and from downtown. He's made 2 so far, 2 for 3 on the night.
His 3 gives his team the lead, 23-21, trying to take it back. Arrington now drives on Johnson, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Schuster collides with his man. Ledette, another rebound. Xavier Ledette with 5 rebounds here in the first half. Johnson, same spot. Almost, it spun all the way around and popped back out. Head coach Todd Duncan is going to take a timeout. Todd Duncan in his 6th year at Lubbock Christian University, a 1989 Texas Tech grad, now with a record of 102 wins against 65 losses. And he has got to slow this game down a little bit here, Drew, so he takes the timeout to get his guys to regroup. This game has gone back and forth here in the first half.
Well, you don't want to let Dallas Baptist get back on any kind of run. Remember, they started this game out 7-0 on a 7-0 run, and it was very easy for Dallas Baptist to do. They worked the boards, they found their perimeter shots, but you look at the field goal percentages for both teams. Lubbock Christian 9 for 22, 8 for 20 for Dallas Baptist. You've got to avoid those runs, limit their scoring opportunities, and you will be able to compete.
Jose Harbor was listening in to Coach Blake Flickner and the Dallas Baptist University sideline. Jose, what were they talking about during the timeout?
I appreciate that, guys. He said that the intensity has dropped. He feels that they aren't pressing the ball enough, and he doesn't want them to hold the ball on defense. He feels that it's pass and the hold. He wants them to pass, pass, pass. He said 0.5, which I could only assume from point guard to the 5th guy. So they wanted just to move it around as much as they can. And then he said rebound first, run later. So he still is harping on the rebounds. He wants them all to crash and then push the tempo.
Thanks, Jose. I'd say he got exactly what he asked for in that timeout, Drew. They took him all the way to the shot clock and got the ball back.
Exactly, and you know, you're still...
Amari Carter for 3, or Carter Brown, pardon me. Carter Brown knocks down a triple.
You're still preaching rebounds. There's only about a 3 rebound differential between these two teams. Dallas Baptist -3 in that category, but as we mentioned, look at how hard these guys are fighting for the basketball. It's because when you're fighting for the basketball and the rebound, it turns into possessions, and possessions can turn into points.
Dallas Baptist University fighting hard, bringing that intensity that Coach Flickner asked for. Look at Patrick Burke and Tyler Rogers, hard to the hardwood. Kind of lays there on the floor for a minute and collects himself. He'll check out of the game. Big Isaac Cardona checks back in. Fouls 4 against the Patriots, 3 against the Shaps. Holman pulling the trigger on the inbounds. Fresh shot clock here with 5.5 to go until halftime. A lower scoring matchup than DBU's first round game, the quarterfinal matchup with the Jets. They try to get it down low, but look at this. The X-Man again, Xavier Ledette with the takeaway.
Using all of that 6'4" frame to open up his wingspan and disrupt that pass.
He's long. They're going to leave Harris out wide open for 3. They bat the ball up, but Brennan Fowler with the rebound. He's got 4.6 boards, the big man for the Shaps.
7-0 run since LCU scored and has been up 21-17. 9-0 run.
Cardona now sends it around the horn. 4:45 to play in the first half. Patient possession this time. Now Arrington puts his foot on the gas, throws it up high off the window and through.
And breaks that run. And you have to think that that could have been a big momentum killer for Dallas Baptist, at least trying to keep LCU in this game.
Marcus Arrington now with 5 points. 6 different players for Lubbock Christian are already in the scorebook. Miranda goes behind his back. The ball is fought for. Who gets it? It's going to go the other way now. Miranda gets up a little gimpy after he hit the floor. And Lubbock Christian, the beneficiary of the loose ball.
Well, we talked about it during the pregame that this was going to be a physical game. You can watch again right here. Julian Miranda hits the hardwood very hard. I mean, but he's not the first player. All of these guys have crashed into each other. They're trying to get those rebounds, trying to get the basketball. They know that points are at a premium here.
Marcus Arrington over 300 career assists, and he almost got another one. The foul's going to be called against the freshman guard, Carter Brown from Plano, Texas. It's his first, the team's 5th. That will put Redrell Holman at the line. Holman with more than 64 three-pointers on the year, an all-conference honorable mention. Coach Flickner doesn't think that Holman was in the act of shooting. He thought he was on a backdoor cut. Doesn't matter, Holman misses the first free throw.
You see Coach Flickner, he is lining up the official. He's wanting to know.
Holman lets the second one go. He gets it. He goes 1 for 2 at the free throw line. makes it a one-possession game. It's 26-24 DBU. After the foul, they'll have the ball on the inbounds here. 4:07 to go.
Coach Faulkner did not like that call. He said it was a backdoor cut. He says it wasn't a shooting foul. Once again, though, it was.
Say, sure looked that way to me. Harris really likes this spot. There's a pretty good reason for it, Drew.
J.T. Harris, redshirt sophomore out of Merkel, Texas, and I believe he could stand in Merkel and hit the three-pointer from right there. He has got such a long-range tray ball.
Nice shot for the big 6'6" forward, Dallas Baptist University. They're up 5 now, 29-24. Schuster nearly has his pocket picked. Now he does. An errant pass taken away by Miles Johnson, and there's a reach-in foul called on the far side of the floor. This will be against Lubbock Christian's Marcus Arrington. That'll be the final timeout here of the first half. A good one going in Tulsa as Dallas Baptist University leads Lubbock Christian by 5.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks.
Genders don't play sports, athletes do.
A lot of young fans in the house tonight taking a little basketball on a nice weekend here in Tulsa. Good weather all around town as people from all over have made the trip to Tulsa for the Heartland Conference Tournament. Of course, teams in this conference from Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, all their friends and family and followers making their way to the UMAC to cheer them on. We had a great crowd on hand last night. Another good crowd going here as we get back to action. Here the final 3:14. That time Harris wasn't in the spot, but look at the offensive rebound by Ledette.
That's what we were talking about, crash the boards, get those possessions, and it was another great opportunity.
Johnson with the head fake, and they're gonna call the charge against him as he ran into and over Big Brendan Fowler. First personal on Johnson, the team's 6th foul. And it's kind of like one in the women's game just before, Drew, where he got out over his toes, and I think that's where you make the call.
It's really all about form when you're trying to get those charges. We've heard it. Don't throw out the forearm. Do not lower the shoulder. If your nose is in front of your toes, I know that sounds sort of cliche, but it's exactly what these officials are looking for. You have to watch your technique.
Well, it was Dr. Seuss's birthday yesterday, so nose over toes somehow sounds right. 2:42 to go now. Fowler with it. Marco Schuster tries to get across the front of Amari Bryant. Instead, he'll shoot over Bryant. Misses everything. The shot clock goes off, and here come the Patriots.
Taking Lubbock deep into the shot clock on nearly every possession. Watch that very tough defense from Dallas Baptist.
Bryant now dribbling to his right. Stops, goes down. Ledette, wow! Outstanding work by Xavier Ledette. Underneath, he took the picture-perfect pass, put it off the window and in for 2 more. Xavier Ledette now with 6 points.
And another 7-point lead for Dallas Baptist. It seems to be the magic number for them. Lubbock Christian has to hurry and try to make sure that they do not blow this thing open, stop this run.
Jose Harbor is working the sidelines for us. Jose, what did you hear in the last timeout?
Thanks, guys. I was listening to LCU's timeout. Coach was very calm. That's what I took away from most of it. He told his players, look, we need help on screens, but for the most part, he just sat there, chatted with his assistant coaches and chatted with the players, asked them how they were feeling on offense, if they were happy with offense, they were still running. But overall, the whole huddle was just very calm.
Thanks, Jose. This is not Todd Duncan's first rodeo. As he patrols the sidelines for Lubbock Christian. Lubbock Christian has never won a title in the Heartland Conference, but they haven't been members that long. Brendan Fowler in his career at Lubbock Christian is probably going to see a couple of championships. He scores. It's a 31-28 ball game now. 31 for Dallas Baptist. They have the lead in the ball. Harris has been a scoring machine this time. He drops a dime to Ledette, who dives out of bounds, throws it back in. Johnson now 4-3, no, off the heel. Ledette again. And Ledette is cleaning the glass left and right.
You called him an X-Men. Well, I'm going to go further. You call him an X-Men because he's a mutant underneath. He is absolutely cleaning the glass. And one of the things that Jose told us earlier was the fact that, hey, we have got to get more rebounds. We've got to get more boards. And as we said the entire game, when you get a rebound, it amounts to possessions, and possessions can create points. That's exactly what we're seeing right now.
5 points and 10 rebounds for Xavier Ledette in the first half. He makes a 2-for-2 trip to the charity stripe. And it's 33-28. That's our score. LCU trailing in this one, down 5 with less than a minute to go. Marco Schuster covered up by Miranda. Berkman now tries to find a line of attack past Johnson. He won't. He ducks under him, shoots, misses. The rebound falls into the hands of JT Harris. Coach Flickner telling his team, slow up here. And they'll take a timeout. 4 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock, as you see it in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. 25 to shoot, 29.7 to play. Another big possession here, Drew. Up 5, a chance to expand the lead before the break.
Absolutely, no question about that. But take a look at Lubbock Christian and Dallas Baptist scoring numbers. We made mention of this earlier on in the broadcast, but it bears repeating. Marcus Arrington, Marco Schuster, 5'3", 2, 6, 4. What you're seeing is a lot of guys in single-digit scoring. Matter of fact, it's the same way on the Dallas Baptist side. Just a lot of guys who have been able to diversify their possessions, find a way to get everybody out there and get it on the board. And what ends up happening there is you have to have a hand in everybody's face. It doesn't just say, okay, well, there's one guy over here, he's the weapon, we've got to isolate him. No, everybody is a weapon who is playing currently.
Each team has exactly 6 different players that have scored. No player for either team has more than 8 points as we near the conclusion of our first 20 minutes in this Heartland Conference semifinal. Julian Miranda, the diminutive yet dynamic point guard, the 5'9" freshman from Dallas, taking the shot clock all the way down to 5. He'll go to work here, behind the back, drives on Rogers, underneath the kick out. Johnson, the 3, he drains it! Miles Johnson beats the buzzer, a long-range shot for Holman, just a little short, and what a fantastic finish. Holy cow, Julian Miranda milks the clock all the way down to nothing, finds Johnson in the corner, and Miles Johnson shoots the lights out. He's 3 of 6 from three-point land, 9 points, and it doesn't get any better than this, Drew.
Just take a look at it again. 1 second on the shot clock, it goes down, and boom, from downtown, Miles Johnson. Got a lot of miles out of that one.
Miles Johnson gives his team the lead 36-28 as we have reached halftime here at the UMAC. We will come back a little bit later as we get ready to look at this second half. You're enjoying all the action of the Heartland Conference Sports Network right here on heartlandsports.org.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University. developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
Do you want more recognition for your team?
Who should I ask if I have any problems? How can I share my ideas?
How can you get involved and make it yours? Joining Student Athlete Advisory Committee allows your voice to be heard.
The mission of SAC is to enhance the total student athlete experience by promoting opportunity, protecting welfare, and fostering a positive image. Who is SAC?
SAC members are student athletes supporting other student athletes. SAC members vote on rules, partner with great organizations such as Make-A-Wish and Team Impact, and build pride on campus and in the community.
There are 3 different levels of SAC to get involved in. At the campus level, there are 307 Division II institutions that sponsor SAC. Each campus SAC is led by an athletic administrator and a committee made up of student athletes from a variety of athletic teams.
There are 24 Division II conferences, each with their own conference SAC. The representatives share best practices, success stories, and new ideas that can be brought back to each campus SAC.
The National SAC is made up of 1 student athlete from each of the 24 Division II conferences. These student athletes are your voice and are charged with the responsibility of relaying the overall student athlete voice for the division.
Your voice has value.
Get involved.
Take ownership in your experience.
Leave a legacy.
Make it yours!
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
Enough.
Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks.
Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
In any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all.
It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Heartland Conference. Get in the game. Heartland Conference. Get in the game.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships, March 21st, 22nd, and 24th at Alumni Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
Sportsmanship is defined as the conduct and attitude of participants in sports, especially when considered commendable, as in fair play, courtesy, and grace in winning or losing.
Sportsmanship is a key value found within St. Edward's University Athletic.
How do you play?
Fairness.
Honesty.
Respect.
Playing sports gives us
character.
Friendship.
Strength. Respect the players.
Respect the coaches.
Respect the officials.
respect the game.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are St. Edward's University.
We respect the game. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
At Rogers State University, we keep things personal.
It all starts here.
We make sure our graduates get the most out of their education.
RSU has campuses in Claremore, Bartlesville, and Pryor, with on-campus housing and a wide variety of programs to suit your needs.
It all starts here.
Rogers State University.
I knew I would earn my degree from a great school. But I never imagined this experience. It's changed the way I think about my future and transformed how I see my world.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
At Newman University, you'll receive more than just a degree. You'll receive a degree of merit, a degree of character, a degree of difference. Learn more at newmanu.edu.
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
We open our arms to students from around the corner and from around the world.
No matter where we're from, all Dust Devil student athletes play for the love of our sport, the love of our team, and the love of our university. If you can play here, you can play.
If you can play, you can play.
Om du kan spela, så kan du spela.
Si můžeš hrát, můžeš hrát.
Si puedes jugar, puedes jugar.
If you can play, you can play.
I came here to get my degree at a great school. Along the way, I worked at an orphanage in India and taught school in Peru. It's changed how I look at the world and how I see my future.
Newman University in Wichita. Newman is a family that comes together to excel in the classroom and on the field. As the only private NCAA Division II university in Kansas, our student athletes are uniquely prepared for success beyond college. Newman University, empowering graduates to transform society.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
He is the God who sees me. He knows who I am becoming and who I will one day be. The kingdom of God. This is no small stake. With all my heart, mind, and strength, I will answer the call.
You look at some of the highlights from the first half here as we're almost ready to start second half action at the UMAC. Dallas Baptist University leads LCU 36-28. Drew seeing a lot of highlights from the 212s. Brendan Fowler for LCU, JT Harris from Dallas Baptist University.
And it's not necessarily their scoring that's creating the highlight. 6 points for Fowler, 8 points for JT Harris. It's their presence. It's their defense. It's the way that they're swatting balls. It's the way that they're able to disrupt passes. You know, when you've got two big guys who can shoot, that's a definite plus, but these big guys understand what it is that they do. Stand underneath, they disrupt plays, they make sure that they are playing as well on the defensive side as well as the offensive side.
JT Harris with those 8 points. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line, knocked down a 3. Able to pull down a couple of rebounds. Brendan Fowler, 3 from 8 from the floor, 6 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocked shots, just like you were talking about. DBU with the ball in the lead to start the second 20 minutes of action in the first of our two Heartland Conference semifinals. Marcus Arrington nearly fell down on his defensive assignment as DBU tries to attack the basket here for the first time in the second half. 10 seconds to shoot, all the way down. Ledette and one. Xavier Ledette with just a look made eye contact with Julian Miranda, and Miranda did the rest on a beautiful feed.
That is a very well executed pass. It's a well executed communication. You know, one of the things that Jose was telling us about a little bit earlier, and I know that we're going to hear from him in just a few minutes, is communication. We want to hear some communication. We need you to be talking. Exactly what you saw from Dallas Baptist there.
Patrick Burke dives out of bounds. trying to get the ball, showing you some more of that intensity that Coach Flickner was begging for earlier. A little slow to get up here as he holds on to that right elbow. Looks like he's going to stay in, though. The officials are going to confer with him, make sure he's okay, as we've got to stop and play. Let's bring in Jose Harbor. Jose had a minute to talk to each of the coaches during the halftime break. Jose, what were the halftime changes they wanted to talk about?
Yeah, guys, Flickner was all about the tempo. He said he's still not happy with the tempo, still wants to see it play more to his speed. LCU's coach, very soft-spoken, not many words, said, you know, a lot of game left to be played. We're still in this. No time to panic.
Absolutely right, boy. Drew, that's not the first time we've talked about tempo today either. Here in game 3, Tyler Rogers with the steal for Lubbock Christian, and then thrown across trying to hit Marco Schuster, last touched by DBU.
You know, you start talking about tempo, you start talking about runs. That's exactly how Dallas Baptist got out in front to begin this game. It was a 7-0 run, and they were controlling the tempo, controlling the pace. That's exactly what these two teams have to understand. Play your brand of basketball, force them to play with you.
Dallas Baptist is led by as many as 10. Right now that lead is 8. Lubbock Christian trying to erase part of it here. 9 on the shot clock. They find Holman on the wing. He feeds down low. Rogers hangs in the air and delivers. Tyler Rogers with 6 points and 5 rebounds tonight. Miranda comes off a Burke screen. Stops, pops, too strong. Brennan Fowler has it. Miranda takes it away from him. The feed to Burke, and it falls through. The right-handed floater down through the net for Patrick Burke.
Great battle of the behemoths underneath Fowler and Burke. Burke won that battle.
Burke now with 7 points. He hasn't missed from the floor yet. He's 3 for 3 on the evening. Fowler tries to take it right back to Burke. He leaves his shot short. Patrick with the rebound, 7 points and 2 rebounds for the all-conference first teamer, the MVP of this tournament a year ago. Miranda shakes his man, can't make the 3. There's an offensive putback, and Burke will have to earn him at the line.
A little bit of fancy footwork, moving the basketball, trying to control that pace. That's exactly what Coach Flickner said to Jose was, hey, we've got to control the pace, and that's what you're seeing right here. Force them to make mistakes underneath, and that's exactly what Brandon Fowler did.
Brennan Fowler picks up his second personal, the team's second foul, and Burke will have a couple here. He spins that one off the back iron, no. Head coach Todd Duncan will make a change. He'll send Isaac Cardona in to replace the big sophomore, Brennan Fowler. Burke missed the first, missed the second, both of them. Pop front to back, but look at this. You can't nap on Carter Brown. A steal underneath for Brown, and even though they had 2 missed free throws, they get a fresh look here. Ledette on the drive, down the lane, uses the window again. He's got such a great touch on the ball.
Tempo and efficiency, basketball fundamentals. You know, you don't give up on the play. The fact of the matter is that when you get a rebound after you've missed 2 free throws, create another possession. Why do you think rebounding is so important? It created points just then.
Ledette trying to cover up on Rogers. Rogers gets the bucket, and then Texas Christian, Lubbock Christian calls a timeout here with 17-14. It'll just be a 30-second timeout, but we will step aside. DBU on top of LCU, 42-34.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
Looking up into the lights here at the Union Multi-Purpose Activities Center, Tulsa, Oklahoma, also known as the John Q. Hammonds Arena. We simply call it the UMAC here at the home of the 2017 Heartland Men's Basketball Championship. Day 3 of the tournament. You can see our man Jose Harbor listening in to Lubbock Christian head coach Todd Duncan as he talks to his troops. The huddle has already broken to Drew and I's right. The Patriots going back out onto the floor here. 17-14 to play in the second half. Dallas Baptist already seeing things going their way here, attacking the rim, getting their lead back out. Inbounds will come to Miranda, who will slowly walk it up here across that big Union South logo, center court. Burke sets the screen for Miranda, a little back and forth between the two of them. Burke, the first miss of the night from the floor. It's a turnover, and we go back to the Chaparrals.
Coach Flickner was really frustrated about that one. You can hear him yelling at Burke, hey, you got to finish. That was a wide open look.
Sometimes you just miss. I don't know what to say. It was executed perfectly. You set a pick and roll high, then a give and go low. Burke just missed the point blank shot. Now Tyler Rogers will go back to the line, one of the most prolific free throw shooters. And it's usually about that time that I say something really complimentary and someone misses a shot. But coming into this weekend, Tyler Rogers was the best free throw shooter Lubbock Christian has, 88 of 106. He uses the first miss to make the second. Rogers 1 of 2. That was his first trip to the free throw line. 8 points and 7 rebounds for Rogers. Now a holding foul called. They're going to get Marcus Arrington. Arrington, that, Drew, is his third personal, the third team foul against the Chaparrals.
Workman's going to come in for him there too, and he was asking the official, hey, what did I do? Show me how to do that. And, you know, I've really got to give it to some of these players who have been asking the officials, show me what it is that I did so I don't do that again.
It's very heady, cerebral play. We saw it from one of the freshman guards in the women's game. Johnson wants another three, and man, Miles Johnson is feeling it. You just let it hang there like that because it's so pretty. Johnson knocks it down again. He is knocked down 4 of his 7 attempted threes. He's got 12 points. DBU leads by 10. Cardona went to pass to his right, but instead his man went the other way. Marco Schuster tries to drop it off, and now he'll get the frustration foul after he lost the ball. He'll reach in and foul Carter Brown. Carter Brown able to draw the foul after this. That'll lead us to the first media timeout of the second half. A 10-point game for Dallas Baptist. More from the Heartland Conference Sports Network in a minute.
This is the U that goes beyond a bachelor's degree. This is the International U, Texas A&M International University. Learn how to take your talents further at tammyu.edu.
Whoever you are, whoever you want to be, find your future with us. We are UAFS.
Dallas Baptist University looking to repeat as conference champions. The Patriots on hand to cheer them on, but to do it, they're going to have to get past Lubbock Christian here in this Heartland Conference men's semifinal. They currently lead 45-35. 15:50 to play in the second half. 3 balls. Xavier Ledette, too strong. The offensive rebound, and 2 more for Mr. Patrick Burke. He has 9 points now and 4 rebounds. That now, Drew, is the largest lead of the night at 12 points.
12-point differential. It's a run, and that's what you have to talk about. It was momentum, playing their pace and their tempo, and that's exactly what Dallas Baptist did, and you see it, they're up by 12.
Holman the miss on the 3-point opportunity. Miranda hits the accelerator. Tyler Rogers reaches in and fouls him.
Sometimes you just got to do whatever you can do to stop the momentum, and that time I think that's exactly what Tyler Rogers was trying to do. You know, you don't want to give those points away, and that's what he did.
They end up giving the foul to Jay Workman. My apologies. Shooting numbers drew fairly close at the end of the first half. 45 for Dallas Baptist University, 44 for Lubbock Christian.
15 to 34 for LCU as opposed to 16 for 35.
Here comes Tyler Rogers, two-handed jam.
Well, welcome to Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, because he picked it up and slammed it down going coast to coast that time.
It's Tyler Rogers' world, partner. We're just living in it. Miranda off another high screen. Drive, stops, pops, leaves it short. Who's got it? Who else? Xavier Ledette. Dude's got like 12 rebounds. Ledette with 11 rebounds, and we've barely gone 5 minutes into the second half. Carter Brown now gives it back to Ledette, down low. Burks on one knee, covered up by Fowler. Got to be a tie up or a foul. They're going to get a timeout. Dallas Baptist able to get a 30-second timeout here with 14:26. That is one sweet slam by Tyler Rogers. Elevating, Drew, elevating the 6'5" redshirt senior.
That creates tempo. That creates separation. That creates momentum. It's a 10-point spread right now, but here's what I find very interesting about that. 16 for 36, Lubbock Christian is shooting right now. 17 for 38, Dallas Baptist. The shooting numbers from inside are virtually the same. Points paint in the points. Points in the paint. Let's try it the third time. 22 to 20. Lubbock Christian there. And so you see that the shooting numbers are virtually the same. The difference is tempo. The difference is run. And that's exactly what Coach Blake Flickner was talking about earlier.
There's one other difference. Of those field goal numbers, now slide a couple of brackets over. 7 made three-pointers for Dallas Baptist, only 2 for the Chaparrals. How about another three-pointer? Julian Miranda's got one in his back pocket.
How about 8 for 18 now, as you were mentioning, partner? Yeah, a major factor here is the shooting from behind the arc, but you also have to admit tempo had a lot to do with that one.
Absolutely. They're getting the tempo of the game is in their favor. Workman now working over the defense for the and one. Carter Brown will get tabbed with the foul. It's his second, the team's second, and Workman off the bench, he just threw through the lane like a flash. There's one more look at Workman trying to complete the and one, but he leaves it short. That was his first free throw opportunity. He's got 4 points. His team's down 11 here. Skip pass across to Ledette. They reverse it back around. Brown now goes behind his back, lets a right-handed runner go no. Rebound to the Chaparrals. Arrington stops at the free throw line, waits for his teammates to catch up. Chance to cut the lead under 10 here. Down low, they give it to the sophomore. A little give and go. Workman misses with the left-handed layup. Miranda stops and starts again and gets driven out of bounds. Last touch by Dallas Baptist University.
You see the frustration in Julian Miranda's face right there? Take a look at this again.
They thought he had a foul here. But it could have been a charge.
It could have been a charge.
You beg too much for a foul, you may get one on yourself. Another Xavier Ledette rebound. He's hit lucky number 13 now. Just a freak on the boards tonight is Xavier Ledette.
Couple that with 10 points, he's got a double-double.
Hard foul over here right in front of the Dallas Baptist University bench, and one of our officials got tangled up in the melee. Coach Blake Flickner going to send Boy van Vliet into the ball game, the 6'4" junior from Voet, Netherlands. Taking a moment to make sure our official is okay as he's got a knee here. 50-39 our score. Take a look at the replay. Rogers collides into Ledette. Ledette crashes into the knee of our official. You Eugene Jackson, Steve Hyman, Casey Ely, the men in stripes tonight. Looks like he's okay, and we'll get back to work. Inbounds will come right next to Drew.
Being an official is such a thankless job.
Oh.
People holler at you for making bad calls, making good calls. You get kicked around. But they are definitely needed in this game.
And once they get up from nearly getting injured, they barely get so much as a round of applause.
Right.
Dallas Baptist coaching staff asking for a defensive stop. Man-to-man defense now. Von Vliet into the lineup. Workman stops and pops a long two. That won't go. Rebound for Rogers. He ducks under. Ledet uses the right hand and sends it up and through. 13 points now for Tyler Rogers. That's a 9-point game. Under 12 and a half to play now. Carter Brown drives, blocked and controlled by Fowler. Straight up defense that time by the big sophomore. A three for Holman. He was feeling it, but it caroms off the front of the rim. DBU could use two here. Push that lead back up to double figures. They're going to go down low to their first team all-conference star. Instead, he goes back out to Von Vliet, to Ledet. It rattles off, no, but there is Patrick Burke. He's there when you need him. He's got 11 points.
6'7" forward. The coach was telling him earlier, I need you to finish plays. I need you to be there. That time, he did exactly that.
He's got 11 points. The lead is 11 points for the Patriots. Rogers drives baseline and is fouled. Xavier Ledet picks up his third foul, and the rebound monster over the top here fouls Tyler Rogers. We will step aside. When we come back, Tyler Rogers will shoot free throws to try and shoot LCU back into this semifinal matchup with Dallas Baptist University.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
Tyler Rogers taking over for Lubbock Christian as they try to fight their way back into this Heartland Conference semifinal against the #1 seeded Dallas Baptist University Patriots. Corey Riggs, Drew Brent, Jose Harbor. Here bringing you all the action. Game 3 of day 3. Here inside the UMAC, Tyler Rogers back to the line, back to making free throws. He had a 50-50 run the last time he was there. Now he's 2 of 3 on the night. Rogers just one board away from his own double-double, Drew. He's got 13 and 9. Now he's got 14 points.
Playing underneath. Watch the tempo here from Dallas Baptist, seeing if they won't pick up the pace.
8 or 9 points is about as close as Lubbock Christian has gotten so far here in this second half. Von Vliet finds a man wide open in the corner. That three will not fall down for Amari Bryant. Big opportunity here for the Shaps. Rogers rises and fires from the free throw line. No. DBU with the rebound. Bryant off of Patrick Burke's screen. They work the ball back around to Carter Brown. A different look in the backcourt without the freshman Julian Miranda. Now down low to Burke, and it's taken away. taken away by Lubbock Christian. Here come the Chaparrals. During that timeout, Jose Harbor was near the Chaparral bench. Jose, what did you happen to hear?
Yeah, thanks, guys. Coach Duncan was telling them, look, we don't need to gamble on defense. We still need to be patient and be sound. On offense, it is too early to be taking bad or quick shots. It's not too early to be taking rhythm shots. So he wants him to be patient on offense as well. And he wants to start doubling Patrick Burke on the offense on defense when he gets the ball. Switch all ball screens. They're trying to cancel out Burke, guys.
Try and see that on this possession here. They didn't get the ball to Burke that time, Drew, so we didn't get to see that in action. The ball comes the other way, back for LCU. Lubbock Christian. This is Jaqueline Gilbert. He throws it away.
Wow.
Carter Brown off to the races and is fouled.
Tempo, transition, creating those fast break points. Dallas Baptist, that's what they're doing right now.
The secret word is tempo. Carter Brown kind of took a shot in the back here. Watch the replay. Running right at you. He throws that up and then backs out of the frame of the shot and kind of into the handrail over there behind the basket.
And you know that hurt.
He will go to the line now, Carter Brown. His first trip to the charity stripe tonight. He's got 5 points, 2 of 4 shooting, knocked down 1 3. And his money at the free throw line. Miles Johnson checks back in. Smaller lineup now in for Coach Flickner than what we've seen, because you don't have a JT Harris out there, you don't have a Patrick Burke out there.
You have speed out there, though. You have speed and you have shooting. They're going to try to up the tempo a little bit in this series.
Able to make them both, and now the lineup gets even smaller with Julian Miranda coming back in, the 5'9" freshman. Freshman of the year in the Heartland Conference, one of 2 players on this Dallas Baptist University roster that garnered all-conference honors. Miles Johnson and Patrick Burke as well. Those 3 plus their coach, Blake Flickner, who was named Coach of the Year. 12 seconds to shoot for Schuster. He tries to get around Miranda, can't. Workman will pull up from the free throw line and drain it. A long 2 for Jay Workman.
Even without the big guys, though, Dallas Baptist was able to hold LCU down. They used quite a bit of shot clock there without their big guys underneath.
Well, it's kind of a matchup to do that because they're without Brendan Fowler. They don't have Cardona in there, and here's a traveling call against Von Vliet. So both teams have kind of gone to a more guard-oriented lineup. The biggest guys on the floor right now, really Xavier Ledet at about 6'4", or Miles Johnson at 6'5", and they're wing players. They're guards. Drive for Gilbert, a sweet move. He went to the offhand, extended with the left, spun it up and off the window and knocked it through.
Great job that time to get underneath and extend, just like you said.
His first 2 points of the night, 54-47 our score. And there he swats it, but is fouled. But the foul's not on Gilbreth. It's a charging call against Amari Bryant.
You've got Tyler Rogers down again.
Well, Tyler Rogers has, to say that he has been roughed up in this one would probably be an understatement. He's even holding his left eye as he comes back down the floor. This is Jaqueline Gilbreth, a 6-foot freshman from Amarillo, Texas. He goes behind the back, already has 2 points, got too fancy there, and Van Vliet took it from him. Then he reaches in and commits the silly foul.
Well, you remember what Jose was saying. Watch your pace. You know, be a little more patient. Don't take silly shots. Well, that time, watch your ball control. Be patient. You've got the open lane if you will just be patient.
Lubbock Christian University has already committed 7 team fouls, so now Boy Van Vliet will come to the other end of the floor for the 1-and-1 opportunity here. The young man from the Netherlands. The only international player for Dallas Baptist University misses. When we saw them play Newman, Newman had like 6 international players on the Jet squad. Schuster tries the runner, it won't go, but he'll have a chance to get his 2 points at the free throw line. Blocking foul goes against 20. That's the 4th foul on Xavier Ledet, and that is a huge blow. Xavier Ledet having a career night with a double-double, 10 points, 13 rebounds, and he's going to have to come out as Schuster leaves the first one short.
Watch Jordan Pratt coming in now. He's going to be underneath, and his coach telling him take a charge, see if they can't create some physical play underneath.
Well, any man that can grow that beard ought to be able to take a charge.
I know a little something about that.
Yes, you do. Schuster goes 1 of 2. It is now a 6-point game. Chaparral's not shrinking from the big lights on this big stage. Julian Miranda listens to Coach Flickner. They drive down the lane, and there's a takeaway for Lubbock Christian. Redrell Holman now finds Rogers baseline. That's got to be an offensive foul. He threw out that arm bar.
That's exactly what we said. We heard Coach Flickner say, take the charge, get underneath, and that's exactly what Jordan Pratt did. Watch again.
You're absolutely right, partner. Pratt did exactly what his coach asked, takes the offensive foul, and that'll take us to break. More to come as you watch all the action live right here on heartlandsports.org.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
Back inside the UMAC, Corey Riggs and Drew Brent, our sideline reporter Jose Harbor, and things becoming clear now here on a Saturday evening as the bracket continues to fill itself out in the Heartland Conference Championship Series, 54-48. Dallas Baptist University has the lead and the ball. Shooting numbers for these two teams, Drew, almost identical. You mentioned it a couple of minutes ago. 42%, 42%, 20 of 47, 19 of 45.
Difference, as you mentioned, was going to be three-pointers and pace, and so far, three-pointers 2 for 7 for Lubbock Christian, 8 for 20 for Dallas Baptist.
Dallas Baptist deep into the shot clock again. 3-2, the shot comes, it draws iron, but nothing else. Strong move for the rebound for the Chaparrals. Redrell Holman. Tyler Rogers head fake, drives in, and what did Jose tell us? Don't bite on the head fake. That's what Coach Flickner was preaching. They did just that. They jumped in the air. Rogers an easy 2 points. It's a 4-point game.
And that's exactly how Lubbock Christian is able to get back into this.
A three-pointer makes a big difference, though, doesn't it?
However, that three-point shooting for Dallas Baptist has been a storyline we've been following in the game all day long. Watch the tempo in this series as both teams will try to control.
Miranda with 9. Rogers hits the underneath of the iron. Von Vliet harassed, but comes away with the defensive board for DBU. A quick word from Coach Flickner to his guard, Carter Brown. He comes out to take the ball from Miranda. Carter drives, holds on to the pivot foot, and gets fouled by Workman. Workman picks up his second. Jose Harbor was listening in to the Dallas Baptist huddle just a moment ago during the last media timeout. Jose, what was the focus of their conversation?
I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, Coach Flickner was telling them that they're penetrating a little too hard on that first go-around. They need to drive, kick, and then drive again. Try to take a little more time on the offense and spread LCU around. Also, you could hear some of the players yelling at each other, hey, you know, we're letting them get back in the game. We got to shut them down right now. So they can tell LCU is coming back in this strong. Guys?
Thanks, Jose. A little confusion. Players reacted as if it was a 1-and-1, Drew, but this is a 2-shot foul. Carter leaves it short, so the result is the same. Marco Schuster brings it back up. We've got just a little over 6 minutes to go in a 7-point game. Can't have an empty possession, so go to your Superman. Go to Tyler Rogers. Puff that chest out, big man. He's put his team on his back. Rogers, ridiculous now. 19 points, and he goes back to the line.
Incredible, incredible, incredible numbers for Tyler Rogers. As you mentioned, 19 points, 8 for 15, over 50%, and then just drills it.
57-52 our score. Rogers missed, leaves it as a 5-point game. The Patriots point guard, Julian Miranda, trying to break down Gilbreth, and he reaches in and fouls him. The foul against Gilbreth will be his second, the team's 10th. And Dallas Baptist, with 5:44 to go, Drew, will be in the double bonus the rest of the way.
Yeah, pretty clean-cut foul that time by Gilbreth. If you're going to reach in, you've got to make it not as noticeable, and that time he just took a side swipe.
Julian Miranda goes to the line here. 9 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. This is his first free throw of the night. He drops it through. Miranda 3 of 9 from the floor, 3 of 4 from three-point land. As he tries to expand the lead for the Patriots, he does that, just that. 2 very necessary makes for the Patriots point guard. Lubbock Christian now having to not waste any time, and that time a little too fast by Gilbreth. He takes too many steps.
Took an extra step that time to Waylon Gilbreth, and the fact of the matter is that right now, when you're trying to control pace, you also have to execute, and LCU did not do that.
Dallas Baptist, one of 3 teams that split a share of the conference regular season title. Miranda runs into a wall. The putback is up that time by Braden Harris, and then there's a foul after the rebound comes all the way out to midcourt. Todd Duncan and his assistant coaches, Jason Imes, Richard Jackson, look on. Their team needs points. Instead, they see the ball go back to DBU.
They called that a traveling call that time as it took too many steps.
59-52 now. Miranda on the inbounds. Johnson for 3. A rare miss for Johnson, who is now 4 of 9 from three-point land. A robust record for him from beyond the arc. Rogers, the head fake again, and the foul. Foul's going to be against Redrell Holman. That is his first. Holman's barely come off the floor tonight for Lubbock Christian.
Well, you know what's interesting is that Todd Duncan told his team, hey, we need to make sure that we're controlling the boards and that we are controlling tempo. Well, over here, Blake Flickner did exactly the same thing. He's telling his team, hey, slow down, control the pace, don't make mistakes, particularly on a play like this one.
Braden Harris, number 24 in white, gets him with the body. Rogers, the second free throw is true. Back to a 5-point game now. Dallas Baptist fans starting to stomp their feet and clap their hands behind us, making a little noise inside the UMAC. Under 5 to go now. Von Vliet looks for a lane. He can't find one. Miranda behind the back, fadeaway jumper, no, off the right side of the rim, out of bounds. Last touch by the Patriots.
Everybody in the arena pointed an arm the other way. At that time, it goes to Lubbock Christian.
They didn't know, and a lot of them are fans of Dallas Baptist University. A lot of red, white, and blue in the house tonight. Rogers State probably had the best crowd last night. Even had the baseball and softball team in attendance, along with the cheerleaders and some of their fans. Miranda rolls to his left. Johnson on the drive, uses the right hand, uses the glass, and abuses the defense for 2 more points. He's got 14 to lead his team, the Patriots, in scoring. Schuster now tries to get an answer. He doesn't. The ball is batted around, but Dallas Baptist has it. Dallas Baptist up 7 now. They let the air out of the ball here and slow it down. Now a change in that all-important tempo that you've mentioned, Drew. Down low, they find Harris. His turnaround jumper is not online. The foul underneath on the rebound will send us Lubbock Christian's way. Carter Brown commits the foul, and that will send us to our final timeout here of the second half. More of the Heartland Conference Sports Network's coverage of the 15th annual Heartland Conference Tournament after the break.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
Looking live inside the UMAC at the Lubbock Christian Huddle. The Chaparrals trail Dallas Baptist University 61-54. As we come back to second half action in the first of our two semifinals on the men's side of the bracket. Later tonight, the number 7 seed St. Mary's will take on the Lions of the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. Verdrell Holman back to the free throw line. Mr. Holman, 1 of 2 tonight with the freebies. He sees that one bounce out. Big rebound here for Miles Johnson. And a foul as he comes away with the rebound. They got Marcos Harrington, number 5. We're shooting 2 here because we told you a minute ago. Already 10 fouls on Lubbock Christian, double bonus the rest of the way. Mr. Johnson, a Cosina Academic All-District Award winner for the 3rd year, a 3.9 grade point average in the major of finance. An all-conference honorable mention to boot, a superstar in the classroom and on the court. Makes some pay at the free throw line and pushes the advantage to DBU up to 9. Marcus Arrington, Lubbock Christian needs to attack in a hurry. Tyler Rogers knows that, but he has the ball taken away. Can Dallas Baptist University get it back to double digits? An alley-oop that doesn't go, and then a tie-up underneath. Looks like they've got a foul on 32, Tyler Rogers. You see the attempted alley-oop that time by Braden Harris. He just came up a little short. Schuster was there, Rogers was there. Rogers gets the rebound foul. 21 points, 3 personal fouls now. It's Braden Harris at the line, misses the first one badly.
You can't miss free throws like that. I mean, it's one of these things when you see LCU making runs like they're making, and you're trying to slow them down, you're trying to break up their tempo, you got to make your free throws, make them work for it a little more.
He drills the second one. He must have heard you. That makes it a 10-point game. Lubbock Christian needing to change the pace in their favor now. Workman, wide open pull-up jumper. A hard screen that time is what got Workman free. Miranda holding onto his side. Carter comes up the near side of the court. He is covered by Marcus Arrington. Harris flashes down in the lane. Tyler Rogers was in danger of getting teed up that time, Drew.
The official really thought about it just then, and you saw him really contemplate. Take a look again.
Well, Rogers, the only reason he didn't get teed up after slamming the floor, the official looked over his shoulder waiting for him to say something. I guarantee you, If he had said a word, he would have banged him for it. It would have been a tee, and this would have been a game that would have been starting to get out of reach. Chaparrals are still in this. It's 65 to 56, but there's 2.5 minutes to play.
It's not just the players who are on the court that are your opponents. It's time, it's fouls, it's everything. You've got to start making a run and putting one together now.
10 points the difference here. They're just one big three or a two away from changing the momentum. How about a big-time shot for Tyler Rogers? And he turned and looked that time. He wanted a foul on the made basket, too. He's just begging for anything and everything he can get. The will to win of Tyler Rogers is trying to bring his team back. We'll see if he's successful after this break.
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks. Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
Few words of encouragement from Lubbock Christian head coach Todd Duncan, and he sends his blue-clad Chaparrals back onto the playing surface here, 66 to 58. Our score here in the first of our two conference semifinals tonight.
And I guarantee you Coach Duncan was telling Tyler Rogers, cool it, calm it down. Don't throw this one away and let your temper get out of control.
Full court pressure now is what encounters Julian Miranda. Easily across the timeline, though, is Carter Brown. Brown covered up by the blue three of Marcus Arrington. No hurry here for the Patriots from DBU. Taking the shot clock down to 10. Miranda will go to work here with 7. Goes down low. Harris, they wave off the shot. What is the call underneath there? Blue 5 a hold against Marco Schuster. That's his 4th. Foul goes against number 5 for Lubbock Christian. This will put Braden Harris at the free throw line. Harris 1 of 2 on the night. Make that 2 of 3.
He can extend this to a double-digit lead, and it's under 2 minutes in the game. Lubbock Christian would have to go on a very good run right now to try to catch up.
Harris only got 2 minutes of playing time in the quarterfinal win over Newman. He had no points and 1 rebound and 1 foul. He has been a much bigger contributor tonight, seeing a lot of minutes in relief of Patrick Burke, who is still on the sideline. Rogers again is fouled. Tyler Rogers with 23 points leads all scorers. Dallas Baptist University's Braden Harris picks up his 2nd foul.
Well, Blake Flickner was telling his big man underneath Braden Harris, hey, listen, you have got to get underneath. Do not let them use that backdoor cut that they have liked to use so much along the baseline, and that time he drew the foul.
Jaqueline Gilbreth back in. Marcus Arrington checks out and goes back to the Shaps bench. Rogers now 6 of 8 at the free throw line, make that 7 of 9. The only player with 20 points in this contest. Drew, he is the only player in double digits for Lubbock Christian. He has 25. The next nearest players have 8.
You know, I remember us talking earlier in the game about how diversified the shooting was. Well, Lubbock Christian goes up, and this is the way they go, or this is the way that they have been able to keep up. Tyler Rogers goes off, 9 for 17.
Carter drives and misses from point-blank range. Harris flips it out of bounds. Lubbock Christian will have the ball here with 1:27 to play. Tyler Rogers was out for all of about 6 seconds and right back in, along with Marcus Arrington, as there's some offense for defense substitutions. Now Xavier Ledette will check in with 4 fouls. Braden Harris gets high fives from the coaching staff as he returns to the Pats bench. Well, there's no mystery of what's going to go on here. How will Lubbock Christian get the ball to Tyler Rogers? He looks for a rebound. Instead, it's Holman. He gets the putback. Timeout, Lubbock Christian. 5 points is the difference now, 67 to 62. here with 1:13 to play. The winner of this game will advance to the championship tomorrow. That game at 3 o'clock. After 3 straight days of 4 games, Drew, tomorrow will be a walk in the park for us, just 2 games.
It's going to feel like a little bit like a cakewalk, maybe like we're not doing our entire job after the 3 straight days of quadruple headers, but this is what we know. The championship will be decided tomorrow, and you can catch all of that action here on the Heartland Conference Sports Network.
Just log on to heartlandsports.org. You can follow us on Twitter for updates from the tournament at Heartland Sports. On Twitter, the hashtag HeartlandProud. If you're watching us here in the stands and want to add your pictures to the hashtag HeartlandProud, it's been a great 3 days of basketball, but we've got 3 more games, one after this one, then 2 more tomorrow as we will crown the 2017 men's and women's basketball champs here in Tulsa. They will earn the conference's automatic bids to the NCAA Division II National Tournament. Well, a quick 2 that time by Redrell Holman has made this a 5-point game. Now full court pressure by the Chaparrals here, and they will try to interfere with the inbounds play here. So Jordan Pratt, they'll give it to the 6'6" man to try and get the inbounds here for DBU. They had Von Vliet all the way back and nobody saw him. He's standing out here completely wide open and alone, and now Miles Johnson looks up and goes, oh, there you are.
Oh, I was looking for you. Wondered why you weren't back here helping.
Well, Von Vliet was wide open, and he's telling all of his teammates, you got to look up floor. Jordan Pratt, the 6'6" senior from San Antonio, Texas, will toe the line here in a 5-point game, and that one bounces high and won't go. Pratt's first free throw of the night is a miss. Rogers and Arrington back in for Lubbock Christian. This to make it a 6-point game. Pratt dials in the second. Pratt out. Xavier Ledet back in. You've got to get the best rebounder on the floor back in to try and make sure it's a one-and-done opportunity on the offensive end for the Chaps.
37-35 rebounds as it pertains to Lubbock Christian and Dallas Baptist. Long 3.
Schuster too strong, tipped out, along, 1 minute to go. Miranda, is he going to take his foot off the gas? He's fouled by Workman. The coaching staff hopped up here, Drew, and I thought they were trying to get him to go ahead and run through the lane and come back out, use the clock, but instead Lubbock Christian commits the foul.
Flickner wanted him to stretch. He kept saying, stretch it, stretch it, stretch it, and he pushes to the basket anyway.
52 seconds here, and now a 6-point game. Miranda with the make can add to it. He doesn't get the first one to go, and these are must-haves here in winning time. Miranda bends at the knees, and he misses them both.
That's rare.
Still a crack in that door. Driving, Arrington, circus move, Marcus Arrington. It's a 4-point game now. Blake Flickner screaming, keep away, Johnson. Now it comes around to Carter Brown, and the foul by Workman will be his 4th. There are now 4 players on the floor for Lubbock Christian, all with 4 fouls. The only player with 1 out there is Holman.
It makes you wonder why it is that they took so long to foul, too. There's only 30 seconds left on the clock.
Brown at the free throw line, knocks down the first. Carter Brown, a 6'2" freshman from Plano, Texas. In the win over Newman, he had 5 points. Tonight, a much bigger contributor. 6 of 8 at the free throw line, 11 points off the bench for Carter Brown. Those bench points can be a big factor in a game like this.
How much revenge will it be for Dallas Baptist if they are able to knock off Lubbock Christian here after losing both games to them in the regular season?
It's so hard to beat the same team 3 times. A tie-up is called on the far end of the floor. Alternating possession arrow will keep the ball with Lubbock Christian here. The clock now only has 16.7 on it. It's a 6-point game. You gotta have a 3 right here. Quick inbounds, quick 3, Gilbreth, no good. Ledette again for the rebound. Xavier Ledette, I called him the X-Man. He has been a superhero on the boards tonight, his 14th. And that foul goes against Tyler Rogers. And Drew, this will be the end of the road for Tyler Rogers in this game. The redshirt senior, who has been everything for this team here in the second half, has fouled out with 25 points.
Well, you just got to give it up for Tyler Rogers. He put the team on his back. Look, 25 points. He leads all scorers by double at least.
25 and 15 rebounds as Xavier Ledette making him pay at the free throw line. DBU, the bench is smiling. They are confident now that they are moving on to Championship Sunday, a chance to defend their crown that they won against the Eufus Lions 95-87 1 year ago. Ledette, money, 2 of them go down at 72-64. Quick run up through the racetrack in the middle of the floor. 3 ball on the way, bounces off the front rim, and how about a 15th rebound for Xavier Ledette? What a perfect way to end a fantastic run for Dallas Baptist University. Blake Flickner and Todd Duncan shake hands right in front of us, and it's the Patriots that win in advance. They now have a record of 21 wins against 9 losses, and they advance and await the winner of St. Mary's and the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. Drew, that one was as fun as we hoped it would be.
Absolutely, and you look at the numbers, Carter Brown, Julian Miranda, Patrick Burke, all with 11. Xavier Ledette, the mutant X-Men, had 12 on the night. You can take nothing away from Tyler Rogers and his performance for Lubbock Christian, but Dallas Baptist hoping to defend their crown at Championship Sunday tomorrow.
All these players walking up and down, handshakes for everybody here. Great sportsmanship being displayed. Right now, Miles Johnson and Tyler Rogers, a hug here at center court. Blake Flickner now making his way over to our Jose Harbor. He's going to talk to the winning coach.
Play with a ton of heart. You know, they went small and we did some things to adjust to it, and we were playing a lot of small ball today, which isn't always the way that we play, but our guys handled it well. Xavier Ledette was unbelievable on the boards, and defensively I thought he really gave us a huge lift, but I'm really proud of the way our guys competed in an incredibly tense and hard-fought game.
Talk about Rogers. He had 25 and 15. It was hard to contain, but you guys were able to stop him.
Yeah, I thought our guys did a pretty good job. I don't know how efficient he was in his 25. I actually thought we defended him pretty well. I didn't realize he had that many points, but he's a heck of a player, and he's given us problems in all 3 times we've played them, and it's just a very difficult matchup. He's a great player and a great guy, and you know, I have a lot of respect for them and their program, the quality players that they have, and the quality coaches. They're just really special, and like to think that we're similar, and it's never fun to beat guys that you consider your friends, but it's part of the fun of competition.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Guys, I'm going to send it back to you. Tough game.
Tough game, great game, Jose, and it was one that we had been thinking about for a while now. It was a great matchup, but only one team can advance. The season is over now for Lubbock Christian, and the guys from Dallas Baptist University advance. They await the winner of St. Mary's, the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. Drew and I will bring you the call of that one here in a few minutes. Remember, stay here on the Heartland Conference Sports Network. The post-game press conference for both teams is coming up in just a minute. Dallas Baptist defeats Lubbock Christian 72-64.
It's on us to stop sexual assault
in any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
to stand up.
To make our community safe for all. It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
No, this is a great game.
Always.
Tyler Rogers
to stop sexual assault. Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Rogers
Heartland Conference. Get in the game. Heartland Conference. Get in the game.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships, March 21st, 22nd, and 24th at Alumni Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
Sportsmanship is defined as the conduct and attitude of participants in sports, especially when considered commendable, as in fair play, courtesy, and grace in winning or losing.
Sportsmanship is a key value found within St. Edward's University Athletic.
How do you play?
Fairness.
Honesty.
Respect.
Playing sports gives us
Character.
Friendship.
Strength. Respect the players.
Respect the coaches.
Respect the officials.
respect the game.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are St. Edward's University.
We respect the game. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
At Rogers State University, we keep things personal.
It all starts here.
We make sure our graduates get the most out of their education.
RSU has campuses in Claremore, Bartlesville, and Pryor, with on-campus housing and a wide variety of programs to suit your needs.
It all starts here.
Rogers State University.
I knew I would earn my degree from a great school. But I never imagined this experience. It's changed the way I think about my future and transformed how I see my world.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
At Newman University, you'll receive more than just a degree. You'll receive a degree of merit, a degree of character, a degree of difference. Learn more at newmanu.edu. At Newman U.
You guys ready? Yes, sir. You gotta hold the mic. Today we're holding the mic and you gotta pass it around. So. We're here with the Dallas Baptist Patriots after a 72-64 win in the semifinals against Lubbock Christian. Dallas Baptist punched their ticket to the championship game for the second straight year. We got Coach Blake Flickner, Xavier Ledette, and we have Miles Johnson. Coach, start us off with a statement, and then we'll get into questions.
Well, first, I'd just like to give a lot of credit to Lubbock Christian. You know, they swept us in the regular season and are an incredibly tough team to play. They execute well, they get good shots, they defend, and they really cause matchup problems. Tyler Rogers has been phenomenal in all three games that we've played, and they grind out possessions, but I thought our guys responded to that and showed the mental toughness to be able to withstand those long possessions and continue to grind for stops and rebounds. And I thought they did a great job in adjusting to some different things in the game. We saw some different lineups, and both teams were playing small ball there for a while, and our guys handled that really well.
Yeah, talk about that small ball. Was that just to try to keep up speed, or because I know Burke was giving them fits, and then you guys went small.
Yeah, well, to start the game, it started mainly to try and match up with Tyler Rogers, because he's so good at putting the ball on the floor. He's so good at shooting it. He's really quick, one of the most athletic guys in the league. And, so we had X play the 4 spot and try and guard him. I thought he did a phenomenal job on Tyler Rogers, made him work for everything, even though he ended with some points. I thought they were a lot of difficult shots, and X did a great job. And then they went even smaller and put Tyler at the 5. And we responded to that and went smaller as well. And we were fortunate to have a lot of depth and a lot of guys we can go to and be able to play that way. And it's not something we practice a ton, but the guys picked it up on the fly and were able to handle that really well.
Talk about game tomorrow, short rest. The 2 teams out there, you'll be playing one of them. It could be Fort Smith, which would be a repeat from last year. Just talk about, tomorrow and what you guys are looking forward to do.
Either way, it's going to be an incredibly difficult matchup. We split with both teams. They beat us once. We beat them once. It's going to be a really tough challenge. Fort Smith is probably the hottest team in the league right now. They've really been playing well the last few weeks. But we know them very well. If you're going to have a one-day turnaround, it's nice to be facing a team that we've already played twice. We don't have to spend an inordinate amount of time on the scout. Just make a few adjustments and get rested up. And it's a quick turnaround, but everybody will be motivated for a championship game.
Miles, talk about what the difference was for you guys tonight. As Coach Flickner mentioned, you guys got swept by Lubbock in the regular season, but talk about just offensively, defensively, what was different for you guys tonight?
Man, I think first of all, the atmosphere is a little bit different. March Madness is what it's all about. We work really hard for this time of year, and Coach always says you want to play your best basketball coming in March. And when we took those 2 L's to them earlier in the year, we weren't the best version of ourselves, and now I think we're kind of stepping into our own. And then a lot of credit goes to everyone on the team was ready to step up tonight. We had a lot of situations that we hadn't practiced before, a lot of different lineups in, and everyone was just ready to go and ready to compete and hurt for their teammate, ready to do whatever was necessary to kind of get that win. So a lot of selflessness kind of went into it.
Xavier, talk about on the boards for you guys tonight. You guys out-rebounded them by 1, but Lubbock's a lot bigger team. The interesting thing was that when you both started going small, you guards started getting rebounds. And talk about the importance of your guards being able to rebound. You came down, I think, with 11 or 12 yourself, or 15, for a double-double, 12 points. So talk about just the rebounding game tonight and how that had an impact on the game.
Well, rebounding is always the main key, so the main focus is just out-rebounding the team, and that's what pretty much I wanted to do, just get every offensive rebound, defensive rebound. But they did real good. It was hard rebounds, but made it happen.
Yeah, Coach, that led to 12 second-chance points for you guys, just 6 for Lubbock Christian. Just kind of speak to the offensive glass for you guys tonight and how big that was.
Well, it's huge. Tyler Rogers is really good at getting on glass. Their whole team is. And, watching the game last night that they played, that I think was the real deciding factor in their win against Rogers State was how they got on the offensive glass. So we knew that was going to be big. It's a big part of their game, and we were fortunate to force them into some misses, but then you got to finish the play. And this guy right here, Xavier, did a great job of helping clean up those, but other guys got in there too, from little Julian Miranda to on down the line. I thought a lot of guys did a great job of getting in there and competing for boards.
Talk about the balance offensively for you guys tonight. 5 players in double figures, 16, 11, 11, 11, and 12. Just talk about how that changes just the makeup of a game when you have so many different weapons and you can come at a team from so many different angles.
Well, we like to consider our style of play a little bit like the Golden State Warriors. We're unselfish. We got a lot of weapons, and the big key is to move the ball to the open guy. If you can make 2 play you, that means somebody's open, find him, and then use that space to create another aggressive attack opportunity, and our guys have bought into that. Nobody's worried about how many points they individually have at the end of the game. It's just what is the outcome for our team, and that selfless nature, you know, we've led the league in assists, and it's just moving the ball to the open guy, and that open guy being ready to make a play, and that's what leads to that balance.
Well, let's talk about going to the championship game for a second straight year. Last year, you guys took home the tournament title. What's it going to take for you guys to be able to do that again?
Man, it's going to take a lot of determination. It's going to take a lot of us being focused and sticking to our principles. Like Coach says, we're always trying to be as selfless as possible, trying to make two play you and get a guy a great shot, the best shot for DBU basketball. That's what we say, and that's what it's going to take. It's going to take selflessness and just a lot of effort. Both of those teams that are about to play out there are really great teams, so we're going to have to definitely bring our A game. But it's a blessing just to be here, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I know we all are.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
The first step to discovering the world starts by discovering who you are and who God created you to be. You have the potential to change the world by learning how to serve the world. We can show you how. Dallas Baptist University, developing servant leaders, transforming lives.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball Elite 8, March 22nd, 23rd, and 25th at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
The academics at LCU, they're very strenuous, but they're worthwhile.
I would honestly say that the academics are top-notch. Being in small classrooms and getting to have those personal relationships with your professors really enhances the academic environment and academic experience. It's very easy to learn when you have professors who genuinely know you and genuinely care about your growth intellectually.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
When you meet a St. Mary's graduate, when you meet anybody that has any sort of involvement with St. Mary's, you'll see that they're all good people. In fact, they're great people that care about the community, that care about what they do on a daily basis. And I'm proud to have had the opportunity to attend a university that cares so much about community, about students, and really does give back in a way that can't be matched around the nation.
Do you want more recognition for your team?
Who should I ask if I have any problems? How can I share my ideas?
How can you get involved and make it yours? Joining Student Athlete Advisory Committee allows your voice to be heard.
The mission of SAC is to enhance the total student athlete experience by promoting opportunity, protecting welfare, and fostering a positive image. Who is SAC?
SAC members are student athletes supporting other student athletes. SAC members vote on rules, partner with great organizations such as Make-A-Wish and Team Impact, and build pride on campus and in the community.
There are 3 different levels of SAC to get involved in. At the campus level, there are 307 Division II institutions that sponsor SAC. Each campus SAC is led by an athletic administrator and a committee made up of student athletes from a variety of athletic teams.
There are 24 Division II conferences, each with their own conference SAC. The representatives share best practices, success stories, and new ideas that can be brought back to each campus SAC.
The National SAC is made up of one student athlete from each of the 24 Division II conferences. These student athletes are your voice and are charged with the responsibility of relaying the overall student athlete voice for the division.
Your voice has value.
Get involved. Take ownership in your experience.
Leave a legacy.
Make it yours!
I'm getting a lot for my money here at LCU.
The value of coming to LCU is priceless. I mean, you get to work around professionals who love you dearly, who love what they're doing, and to put those two together, you can't put a price on it.
I think the most valuable thing about LCU is that I'm receiving an excellent education, but I'm also being spiritually guided through that education.
If a student is on the fence about coming to LCU, this place is one that will change your life forever.
Believe, belong, be blue at Lubbock Christian University.
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it. We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful. No thanks. Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
In any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all. It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault. Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Heartland Conference. Get in the game. Heartland Conference. Get in the game.
Defining moments. Championship dreams. Share the experience with your family and friends. The 2017 NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Championships, March 21st, 22nd, and 24th at Alumni Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Visit ncaa.com/tickets for your tickets today.
Sportsmanship is defined as the conduct and attitude of participants in sports, especially when considered commendable, as in fair play, courtesy, and grace in winning or losing.
Sportsmanship is a key value found within St. Edward's University Athletic.
How do you play?
Fairness.
Honesty.
Respect.
Playing sports gives us
Character.
Friendship.
Strength. Respect the players.
Respect the coaches.
Respect the officials.
respect the game.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are St. Edward.
We're here with the Lubbock Christian Chaparrals after a 72-64 loss in the first semifinal of the men's bracket. We got head coach Todd Duncan, Marcus Arrington, and Isaac Cardona. Coach, start us off with a statement, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Well, I just want to thank our guys for the effort they showed today. You know, when you've got guys like Marcus and Isaac sitting here with Drell and Tyler and Michael, just the effort they give you every day in practice, and these are special young people. So a lot of times you look at the scoreboard and we define winning and losing, and we do as well. You know, it's important to us to try to win this game, but once that buzzer sounds, you realize it's over. The disappointment of that just turns to a lot of sadness knowing, you know, we don't have this opportunity to bring it in again and prepare for a game and go compete for LCU. So it's a great privilege to, you know, that they're parents and they trust me to coach them for 4 years. As a coach, you get to, if you're fortunate to coach a lot of years, and as a player, you only get a few. So we just try to invest everything we could in these young men to so when they left, they're better than when they came. And these guys came to us great. So we just reminded them and tried to add to who they were. And, I mean, their footprints are all over our program. 2 years of no postseason as we got prepared for the NCAA and to make it in their first year. You know, we just beat ourselves in some ways today, although Dallas Baptist, you know, a very good team and gets a lot of credit. We just couldn't make enough plays. But we're right there. We're fighting. You know, we respect the game. We try to play hard. We try to play the right way. We try to prepare, and which so many teams in this league do, and so many coaches and the players. We're just fortunate to be a part of this tournament, and it's just abrupt. And, you know, as only one team will get to have a different type press conference this weekend, unfortunately. So I just am choosing to have joy for the relationships, and you know, the thrill of victory just lasts a little while. These relationships, you know, for us will be for eternity. So in the end, that's the bigger picture, and that's the perspective I want to have.
Isaac, you guys outscored DBU 36-24 in the paint. Was that kind of a game plan going in, or did that just kind of happen organically?
Over this year, we always try to enforce getting into the paint and trying to go through our bigs, our inside out, and so that played a real big factor for us. And when Brennan started getting going, I mean, it helped us out a lot. So,
Coach, Patrick Burt came into the game leading the nation with the 70.2% field goal average. You know, how he was only limited to 11 points. How are you kind of able to impact that?
Well, they were just getting us in pick and rolls, and we were kind of scrambling to figure out what to do. They just really put us in some tough spots. Thought we had a good plan. We just didn't always execute it. You know, he's a heck of a finisher around there, and those guards are great at getting the ball where really he's shooting some uncontested layups sometimes, and that's why they're a good team, because they can space you out with their shooting. They can post you up down low. They're just really good, and they made just so many timely plays tonight. I mean, we battled, and despite them making plays, we had so many possessions where we missed 1-and-1s, or we'd get a rebound and they would steal it and get a bucket, or we just have a missed opportunity here and there, and it just felt like that was you know, what we're fighting, the uphill battle the whole game. But Burke's a great player. Limiting to 11 is more circumstantial probably to just how the game went than it was our plan. But, you know, they're just well-rounded. They space you out, and playing from behind is tough because you got to kind of get the tempo going a little bit and pick up and play a different way. We had to sit Isaac and Brennan more than we would like to just because of the way they were spacing the floor on us in the pick and roll. But proud of the effort, and you know, just to get another shot or two to fall, and we're still right there. Just unfortunately, we couldn't do that tonight.
Coach, on the shooting side, free throws and three-pointers, I mean, Dallas Baptist was able to pretty much double you on both of those. I mean, how hard is it when, you know, the shots just aren't going down for you and you're not getting the calls?
Yeah, I think it's well, you put yourself in a situation where if a call is 50-50, you need them all almost, and so the frustration builds even though you're telling your guys next play. And you know, we were fouling a lot at the end to stop the clock, so that's maybe gonna put the foul count a little out of proportion. But I thought it was a fairly well called game. We had to be aggressive. We had to take some chances. You know, and they can shoot the dagger right before half. Miles Johnson hits. I mean, we're right there. I mean, I'm 2 feet away, and he had no space, and he still hits it. So sometimes you just have to say they were the better team today. You know, as a coach, you dissect the film, and you look at all the mistakes, and you see ways it could have gone differently. But being the last game, it's a different slant. reflect on the guys in the locker room and thank them for what they've done for you. Hope those younger guys embrace that feeling of defeat a little bit to motivate them in the off season. And you're just thankful that you had this opportunity. We're very blessed. I get to coach basketball, get to coach it at a great school, I get to be around some great young men who invest a lot of time and energy to represent us in a great way. So disappointment, 100%. We wanted to keep playing, but definitely equally as proud of our guys and just the opportunity we have to go out and play.
Marcus, this will be my last question here, but for the second half, you guys are tied 36 points all, so they really, technically only beat you really in the first half, so to speak. He said he hit the shot right before the half, so, it was a really close game. Just talk about, the adjustments from first to second half and just not being able to make up from those first 20 minutes.
Yeah, so every possession counts, and so that, like you said, that last shot before the half counts. Momentum, the points in the first half, they've told us all year, every possession counts, and so, they started towards the end of the first half. They went with the smaller lineup with Harrison, and so we had to they kind of took advantage of us there because we weren't switching, and we had to stay because we had a big in, and so in the second half we tried to go smaller, and that's why Isaac and Brennan were on the bench most of the half. But so we tried to make adjustments, coaching them. They made great adjustments, and when you're down, and like Coach said, you got to play a different pace, you got to play a different game than you're really used to or want to, I guess you could say. And so it was just battling the whole game, and they're a good team. They make good plays, like Coach said, they make good plays in the right time. A lot of them were really timely plays, and so we'd be getting going, we'd be getting momentum, and they would hit a three, and I just felt like it was like that over and over again. So.
Coach, talk about the night from another one of your seniors, Tyler Rogers, 25 and 15, and really just some huge buckets and just carried you guys and kept you in that game all throughout that second half. Just talk about his night and what he's meant to the program.
Yeah, he's a warrior. He is no regard for his own body, no regard for anything but just wanting to win and compete. And yet his heart is 100% pure in terms of just loving his teammates, leading, great example. He's just a fighter. I'll take him every day of the week, any day of the year. He's just that type of guy, and a better person off, and that's cliche, but it's 100% accurate here. 15 rebounds, probably had one of his better performances on the stat sheet tonight, and yet he's just out there going at it. We really were just trying to run everything through him late just because he was so aggressive and felt like he was in attack mode. And so I'm so proud of Tyler, as I am these other seniors. He was second team all-conference, one of the better players in our league, and I think he showed it. And just a competitor, and that's what you love when your best is needed and you can bring your best. I think that says a lot about a person.
Thank you.
All right.